about, but at the same
Mm-hmm.
time, even though Star Wars is never going to fully die out, there's always going to be people writing for
Oh
it
no, it never
and
will.
doing things for it. I just want good storytelling to take place. And I know there's good writers out there. They just don't get any pull because there's these people with these political messagings. And
Oh yeah.
then there's the people that are in power that put that political messaging into place on purpose.
Yep.
Um,
And that's what completely and totally ruins stories.
Absolutely, I agree. As someone trying to make it in the publishing world and the author business, and I write stories as a hobby, and hope to get them published one day. Um, I'm working on it, but it's a you get the same messaging every time. If you try to go the traditional route, if you write something that doesn't have
Hey, I heard
certain things
there's a
out the
story
wazoo,
you can write that would be really popular.
but
You'll have to make a story about vampires, but there's so many stories about vampires being gay now. You'll have to make a straight vampire story, and it will be like totally unheard of and just bizarre. That everybody will say, "Wow, this is totally different than anything we've ever seen."
Hmm.
you know what? That sounds like a good idea.
And make them where instead of sucking
Of course
blood,
I
they
missed.
spit it. I don't know.
No, they still
The
have to
reverse.
suck blood.
There we go.
Also, I just noticed the sign outside of our base, and it looks lovely.
He finally looked up. Wonderful.
I mean, I look at the horizon and stuff, but I didn't notice the base. I just thought it was some random scaffolding and stuff.
This guy's going. I can't find him. He's stuck in the wall or something.
Anyway, but I've tried to submit to like publishing agents and stuff because you can't just submit to publishing companies. By the way, this is something that I've learned as well.
No.
Publishing companies don't want your unsolicited material because they could actually get in a bind because of the
Well,
way.
yeah. As soon as it all boils down to if they accept your material, you can turn around and say, "Hey, they took my material and now they're not paying me for it." So.
Well, that's because there were so many people that did not pay in the past. All these legitimate companies now, unfortunately, they can't make money through unsolicited material because of the way they want, the way people want things done.
Yeah.
And it's really sad. There should be recompense for people who people who get cheated and things like that, and they should get what they deserve. But at the same time, I feel like we go from one ditch to the other, if that makes
Yeah.
any sense.
Oh yeah.
And so there are people with good stories to tell, wonderful stories to tell that don't get the chance because they end up with the sort of issues that you always have because nobody can take them, but the publishing agents that are the gatekeepers, and all due respect, they have a little too much power to their names. I've seen it before. It's the same old song and dance.
Why don't you become your own publishing company?
For that, you need money and a butt ton of it.
No, you just doesn't take that much to do it.
Yes, because not only do you have to have the money for the publishing imprint themselves, but
Just
you
do it
have
online. Publish it online.
that's not going to get you in the bookstores.
It's where you start at. And when you make money that way and show that you're smart enough to make money that way, then people will come to you and you'll invest and grow, and then you'll make your business bigger.
I suppose you have a point there. A digital imprint, I guess I could do that. But then there's still the distributing angle that you have an issue with.
I just
Um,
gave him another idea, didn't I?
yes, you did.
Mm-hmm.
For free.
Yes, you did. But you will get. Hey, you've given me so many ideas over the years. If and when I ever do make it big, you're going to get paid back for it big time. Just to let you know. I don't know how I got this iron, but I got this iron. So I'm gonna put it over by the forge. In this chest full of charcoal. It's 3 iron ore. Boop! There we go. Um, but every time they'd say we need more diversity, more of XYZ, more of and if and look, if that was really where it was headed, but every time they tried to make one of those stories, nobody buys it. I was in the bookstore like a couple weeks ago, couldn't find anything worth picking up. I wound up picking up some periodicals and stuff, and there you go. I'm
The problem is people don't read books anymore.
We do, otherwise people do, otherwise
No, not people. You do. Most people don't read books too much anymore.
we exist. There are plenty of people who do. Where are the nice rock?
Next to the cold rocks, the hot rocks. Damn. Again. Every once in a while, I get one guy that just acts like a crackhead. Unpredictable.
How do you get bronze from tin?
Look it up on Google. Real world.
I thought bronze was like copper.
Hello.
Goober.
Huh?
Someone wants to know how you get bronze.
Who? Who wants to know?
I don't want to tell you. It'll aggravate you.
I'll tell him. It's me. I
And
was.
how do you get bronze?
I
I
told him to
thought.
Google it. He won't do it.
I thought bronze was.
Look it up. I've mentioned this story several times. There's a massive difference in where it's made and how it's made and what it's made out of. But the majority of the time, brass and bronze are the same. Slight differences in the combinations of things, but yeah.
Where do you think you make bronze at? Right?
I mean, I'm at the jeweler's table making it now.
Are you making bronze at the jewelry table?
Yep. I'm trying to get as much experience as possible in everything I can.
He's not focused on anything.
Oh,
Holy cow. I just seen a guy run over the top of me.
Well, that's because y'all know how to do some of this stuff that I don't. And there's a bunch of stuff here. Mastered that.
All that for an iron ingot.
Okay. I have crafted a hammer, now I can put chests down. And put my stuff away. You would not believe how difficult it was to find a piece of rock. They picked it clean. Either that or they built so many houses that they don't really spawn all that much. Can I actually dig down a little bit in this basement, or is that a no-go?
If you find a shovel,
Do we actually have a shovel? Are shovels
I don't know.
actually something that exists in this game?
I don't know. That's why I said you gotta find one.
So the answer is most likely no.
You probably won't be able to.
Actually, I'll get that because I'll use as much of that as possible to build things. Okay, I can actually get behind here and get all of them, so that's good. Let me see. Where's my other stuff so I can put it down in the chest?